Hey, how you doing? And this is another installment of falsehoods that Christianity is based on. Today's falsehood is Judgment Day is real and all that. You know, the Lake of Fire and Book of Life and all that other crap. Yeah, that's today's falsehood. And because you're too lazy to read your own Bible, I'm gonna bring you the verses supporting this. Matthew 10:28. Don't be afraid of those who can kill your body and cannot kill the soul. Rather be afraid of the one who can destroy both body and the soul. That verse alone is a fear-mongering verse, and a loving God wouldn't kill you. Um, Now this Thessalonians part, I don't feel like reading. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm lazy, but yeah. Okay, I will read Revelations 20:11 through 15. Then I saw a great white throne, and him who sat on it in front of those from the earth and the heaven fade away, and was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before God, and the books were open. Another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged according to their works, by the things which are written in the books. The sea gave up the dead, and death and Hades gave up the dead, and they were judged, each according to his works. The dead in Hades were cast in the lake of fire. This is the second death. Anyone name was not found in the book of life was cast in the lake of fire. I have a few problems with this verse. Number one, could somebody show me where Hades is? Because according to mythology, Hades was in Greek with Zeus and all that stuff. And number two, okay, so people were judged by their works. And then this Bible says you're judged by what you believe. Now, there's a clear contradiction here. What are you being judged on? By works or by belief? Which one is it? Which one is it? And number three, a loving God will not throw anybody or destroy anybody for all eternity, forever and ever, if they were truly a loving, ethical, moral God. This basically. Anyway, okay, let's get on to my points I'm about to make right now. Okay, people. The top 7 ways why there is no judgment day after you die. For starters, God, Yahweh Jehovah, fails to keep his own standards that he sets for humans. That's number 1. He says, thou shalt not murder or kill, and yet he murders and kills. Example, Noah's flood, and he commanding all these people to invade other countries and all this stuff. He says, thou shalt not steal, but yet he commands his followers to get slaves and all that other stuff. Slavery is stealing someone from their life, their livelihood. It is stealing and holding them against their own will. Number 3, he says, thou shalt not lie, but he sends strong delusions and he deceives people. You see, this is where Yahweh fails to keep his own standards. Number 4, thou shalt not covet, but he wants people to worship him. Therefore, he is coveting worship. He wants you to worship him without him proving that he is worthy. That's just point number 1, where God fails to follow his own rules that he sets. Point number 2, if we are a piece of Yahweh, God, Yahweh Jehovah, and Yahweh throws us in the lake of fire, he destroys a piece of himself. Because we were all made after his own image. Point number 2. Now, point number 3, the lake of fire is pointless because no one learns the error of their ways. Plus, people will just regret being created in the first place. Number 4, no star in the universe or lava pit burns forever. This can be proven by science. Number 5, this lake of fire contradicts the following phrases. God, Yahweh Jehovah, is merciful. God, Yahweh Jehovah, is love. God, Yahweh Jehovah, does not wish for anyone to die. There is a clear conflict and contradiction with point number 5. Number 6, and this is a point where no Christian has successfully refuted this statement because they constantly go in circles and circles and circles with their Bible. And here we go. This lake of fire came straight out of Egyptian mythology, and no one has successfully debunked, refuted, and proven that this lake of fire was an original idea. You see, the Book of the Dead, where the Egyptians had the same judgment system where you, as a person, had to follow these 42 negative confessions in order to get through the afterlife, that Horus and Osiris and all these other people, you had to please them to get through the afterlife. And if you failed to keep the 42 commandments that they said for you not to do, you would be cast in their lake of fire, and your heart would be eaten by Admit. You see, they fail, the Christians fail to debunk this. When I say the Book of the Dead had the lake of fire first before the Book of Revelations. And this is scientifically and archaeologically proven because the Book of the Dead was here long before a Book of Revelations was ever written. And point number 7, this is only a tool to keep you afraid to think for yourself. And here's another point. An ethical, moral, loving God will not destroy you no matter what you have done. In fact, an ethical, moral God will show you why what you did was wrong. He would show you and allow you to try again and again. And it does not matter how many times. He will allow you to try again. It will allow you to try again until you get it right. And if it takes eternity, so be it. Because an ethical, loving God has that kind of patience. There you go. Now, if you guys want to come and debunk any of these points, feel free to try. Okay, if you're about to die for whatever reason, here's what is going to happen. When you die, you will get a life review. You will feel all the positive and negative actions that you did to others. Okay? And that's basically the judgment day. That's basically what's going to happen. Okay? You will not be destroyed forever and ever and all that garbage. That's not even true. Okay? They did that to keep you from questioning the Christian religion. And any religion that has that kind of system is basically false. Because an ethical, moral being won't do that to you. After your spirit guide, after your life review, your spirit guide will ask you, what did you learn in the life you just completed? And you will discuss with your spirit guide and all that. After your life review is over and your discussion is over with your spirit guide, you will then decide if you want to stay in the place of unconditional love or you want to go into another life and learn another lesson for your soul, your consciousness. And whoever says that humans are hateful and all that, that's not true. Because originally, humans, babies, came from unconditional love. And it is unconditional love where you return. Humans were conditioned to hate. You were conditioned to hate others based on your circumstances, based on them making you jealous, based on all that, based on them taking away your loved ones, based on all that. You were conditioned to hate. We did not come from hate. So anybody who is boasting saying that humans came from hate is wrong. And I will gladly debate them on that subject. And basically, that's it. That easy. Comment and subscribe because I disable ratings because Christians can't defend their beliefs. And oh yeah, if you want to come and debunk anything that I just said, you want to try and debunk, feel free to try. But guess what? If you are the Judeo-Christian God defender, like I said, the first thing I'm going to ask you is your God ethical? Can your God follow his own rules? and then we'll go on from there. And if you can't prove that to me, forget about it. Don't even try, and don't even try. But still, you're welcome to try, though. Anyway, later.